evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is AWL Hontai, episode 488. It is hopefully Return of the Queen, and unfortunately, the coming of the Callis.
The following contest is for the full one fall introducing first. Beginning the ring from the Isle of Sheffield, England. He is the frontman of TMDK, Zack Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr. looking for redemption after losing the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship to Don Callis family member Konosuke Takeshita, and frankly disappointing every fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling, because most of us cannot stand that guy. We hate the situation. We are not supposed to be AEW developmental, and yet.
And his opponent, making his way from Mexico City, Mexico, representing and accompanied by his familia, the Warrior of Light,
Majiku has a rare submission victory over Zack Sabre Jr. While he was champion, Majiku was able to make Zack Sabre Jr. tap out to the Jumon, the family submission maneuver. And that should have put him in line for an IWGP World title shot, but that didn't happen because of the loss to Konosuke Takeshita. Fortunately, Fujii Takuma, the former Tiger the Dark, has found a way to get his hands on Takeshita and on the World Heavyweight Championship. More on that later tonight. And a tag team showdown with the Don Callis family. More about that in a few minutes. Right now, it's the revenge of Zack Sabre Jr. He picked up a revenge match, got his win back over Fujii Takuma last week, looking to do the same against the man who made him tap out. Bang the gong! Vengeance is on! Collar and elbow tie to start us off. I would expect Zack Sabre Jr. to try to wrestle a submission-based Heckers match here. I would expect Majiku to try to go Lucha Libre high-flying style. Zack comes into this thing with a positive win-loss record in the AWL. 18 wins to 15 losses. Majiku, not so much. While he's got a great deal more experience, a Season 0 original, Majiku 96 wins to 113 losses for minus 17, putting him currently in the danger zone. But that 1 out of 96, that one win by submission via the Jumon over Zack Sabre Jr., that's the only win that matters to either of these wrestlers right now. Big splash to the back. Tries to roll him over, takes about a half a second. Cover here. 1, 2, only one. Coming up tonight, main event, the Joshi tag team titles are on the line. Busy schedule for the tag team champions as the Conglomeration defends against Athena Jane and a Trainee. We also have, hopefully, the return of the Queen. We hope she's actually here, Black Tiger Queen, to lead the Black Tigers against the Golden Tigers. And I hate to say it, but the Don Callis family has been invited in like a bunch of vampires. Clone, Hechicero, and the Murderhawk monster, Lance Archer, all make their AWL debuts tonight. All that more coming up. Clothesline by Majiku. Springboard, there's a huge splash right to the stomach. Now we saw Zack go for that big splash earlier, was not able to convert that into more than a 1 count. And he's not a traditional high flyer. He is a Brit Rest, ground and pound, submission, tie you up in knots and make you scream for mommy type of pro wrestler. So it is interesting to see sometimes these outsiders, they will sort of shift up their game a little bit when they come to the AWL. They will try and, just try something new, which I like that. This could be a place for experimentation and growth. Collar and elbow tie-up, fireman's carry position. A lot you can do from here. Hot shot right across that top rope. Of course, rope a misnomer. Across that steel cable. And the splash didn't work, and neither did the leg drop, getting nothing but canvas. trying to play Majiku's game, trying to go high flying, trying to go lucha libre, and you're not going to get it as he's able to almost turn 90 degrees in mid-air with the Warrior of Light. Isatsuwaza, and there is the right call! In front of his children, 1, 2. El Hijo de Majiku, Majiku 2, cheering their father on. They thought that was 3. Most of those 96 victories in his AWL career coming via either the Jumon or more likely the Endless Light. Leg sweep by Zack Sabre Jr. Off the rope, blockbuster. Rolling snapmare, whatever you want to call it. Zack's been lately leaning more into the Suzuki Gun side of his personality. Maybe that's reflected by the fact he's not really going for too many submissions here. He's got a deathlock. But unable to hold it now, looking for a Google Plata. And of course, Zack likes to follow that 6-second rule. And he's got to be careful that his shoulders don't get pinned to the canvas. Oh, and a great way out of that. Majiku, a lot stronger than he looks given his size and frame. But he is tight. He is well packed with muscle. In the corner now, looking for the collar and out. No. Taking advantage of the elasticity of those elevator cables. Up, down, all around, drop kick. No, that was, I don't know if that was strategy or that was pure dumb luck by Zack Sabre Jr. Collar and elbow, looking for a good old-fashioned power slap. Oh, a shoulder breaker. Trying to take the arm away from Zack Sabre Jr. Orb of Light. The original version of the Orb of Light. And now he's going to be looking either for that Jumon, he's going to be looking for a second Endless Light. Yes, he is. Isatsuwaza blocked. Isatsuwaza denied. Irish whip. Drop down. And oh, a drop kick. Zack was expecting a leapfrog, understandably. Majiku, you want a high fly, kid? I'm going to show you how it's done. Speed star style drop kick. Halfway through the 10-minute time limit here. Endless Light, not again. He got it once. Oh, and missed with the kick. Missed with the kick. Missed with the kick by Zack Sabre Jr. Inverted DDT. Sasori drop, you might say. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, lights out for Zack Sabre Jr. 2-0 against Majiku. Against Zack is Majiku, sorry. He now has 2 wins over the legendary Zack Sabre Jr. Majiku celebrating with his kids, celebrating with Familia. They still have a long way to go to escape the danger zone, but tonight is an excellent beginning. Well, you all wanted a Hoss match, apparently. At least that's what the commissioner thinks.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, introducing first. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by William Styles, representing Mazoku. The blade that cuts between life and death. Sonbou.
Now, despite the deference being shown by Sonbou no Yaiba to the Warhammer, William Styles is not wrestling tonight. Sorry, man. But he will be in the corner. The Warhammer, the Demon of Darkness. The leader, he says it's not a faction, it's a form of servitude. Mazoku, the only other member we know about in action against the biggest member of the Don Callis family.
4, 3, 2.
Countdown to destruction.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Herring, Texas, accompanied by Don Callis, Representing the Don Callis family, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
Oh god, and someone gave Callis a microphone. What? Did you say Taksan? Oh, great. Don Callis' Japanese is actually worse than his Spanish. Well, Styles had made that challenge last week. Oh! Callis offering an olive branch here. A shot at the International Championship. That would actually be appropriate, I guess, since Champions Week will take place here in Japan. Bang the gong, the match is on, and a Mat Classic crest by the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer. The man who insists that everybody dies, another refugee from from the former Suzuki-gun stable, or as I used to call them, Team Psychopath. Lance Archer making his first appearance here in the Animated Wrestling League, as are all members of the Don Callis family tonight. Sonbou no Yaiba, 32 wins to 34 losses, ratio of -2. A valued member of Mazoku, tag team with William Styles. Taking a look at the Hontai tag team win-loss records. Mazoku currently 1-0 in 2-on-2 tag team action. We might want to see what's happening with that. We're still looking for our final challengers for the Danshi Tag Team Championship. Men's and women's tag belts to be unified in just a fortnight, in 2 weeks' time. So we are trying to blast through the rest. Oh, knee lift. We're trying to blast through the rest of the challengers in the AWL Best 4. We're going to have one of those tag team challenges tonight. Sorry, I'm just watching the two very large men beat each other up right now. Sonbou no Yaiba from the underworld, the blade that cuts between life and death. That's the literal translation of his name. Known for being one of the most dangerous men in the Animated Wrestling League. Lance Archer, pretty much the same way there. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Almost an alligator clutch. Referee out of position there. Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family with the call in this match and in all matches tonight. Looking for, up, butterfly suplex. Now, Sonbou no Yaiba eventually is going to be looking for that Sansu crossing, that powerbomb toss where he, well, that's not quite it, but that is a toss as well, where he sends his opponent across the river to the underworld. And I'm genuinely surprised he hasn't broken anybody's neck doing it. Off the ropes. Oh, I think it was a headbutt. That's going to be a fine. I don't know if the Don Callis family knows that we actually do fine people for headbutts here in the AWL. I also don't think they care. Oh, what the hell? Spinning sledgehammer. A skull crusher. And here we go. Sansu crossing it. Into the cover. 1, 2. Okay. I will admit, I don't know what the hell a Murder Hawk Monster is. I can never say it without laughing. But Callis having a bit of a conniption out by the Japanese announce table. Spell clap to escape a bear hug. Lance Archer big enough he can get his arms around someone the size of Sonbou no Yaiba, sends him up to the light. He is knocked the fuck out. 1-0 for the AWL against the Don Callis family.
Here is your winner, Sonbou no Yaiba!
And look who's taking all the credit. Well, I think that's a yes. I think that's an acceptance of the international title match at Champions Week. But Callis isn't done yet. His two best luchadors versus a team of AWL All-Stars.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall interesting clip, being accompanied by the Arab American Dream Household, fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He is the reigning Athena Wrestling League Grand Champion, Canada!
Well, I admit I was kind of conflicted in the last match, cheering for Mazoku, but now we've got a couple of straight-up AWL heroes. We've got Kid Canada, the AWL brand champion, who believes that it's the champion's duty to step up and represent the organization, represent the league as a whole. That's what champion does. And he's got the man who got us into this mess, welcoming the Don Callis family in so he could get his shot at IWGP Gold.
And his tag team partner, coming out the unified School of the Tiger style, Motono Tiger Wadaku. He is 1/3 of the 2025 Kings of Trios, Fujii, Takuma.
Winner of the 2025 Kings of Trios tournament. He's got a golden opportunity that he says he's willing to use. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, the golden opportunity does give you the right, anytime, any place, any title, any stipulation, and it appears that the former Tiger the Dark, who lost his mask in a steel cage, in a Black Tiger cage match, has challenged a steel cage, has declared a steel cage match with Konosuke Takeshita for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship at Champions Week. Normally this is where I'd say we'll wait to see if the challenge is accepted, but I don't think they get a choice here.
And their opponent, interesting first, making his way to the ring, representing the Don Callis family, adopted by the opponent, Don Callis, fighting out of the wrong side of the data. No!
The dark, corrupted form of hologram. Oh, great. Why is he still talking? Fair enough, I suppose. Don Callis, I guess, officially he doesn't have a choice, but agreeing to the stipulation. At Champions Week, it will be in a 16-foot-high, solid steel cage. The IWGP World Heavyweight Championship will be defended by the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. And the Don Callis family will hopefully be kept out of matters. Well, fortunately, I know my Spanish is terrible, so I'm not going to try and introduce this guy in Spanish.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring also representing the Don Callis family, Ringue no Renkenjichi, Hechicero!
Ringue no Renkenjichi, literally the alchemist of the ring. The innovative submission, Yaiba submission expert. He was one half of one of the best Lucha Libre matches I've seen in a long time when he unsuccessfully challenged Bandito for the Ring of Honor World Championship a few months back. Don Callis uses him as kind of like the backbone of his Lucha Libre strategy. And I can see why. Canada versus the virtual world to start us off. Bang the gong, the match is on, and a corkscrew forearm into the springboard, high cross body block by the corrupted luchador clone. He and the protostar, Kyle Fletcher, taking out the original hologram. He's going to be out for quite some time, we believe. Unfortunately, it's just been start and stop with that guy for his entire AEW run. Stuck under the clothesline, right hand, left hand, right foot, butterfly suplex. A move that he learned in the Heart Dungeon. Leg drop right across the throat. Kid Canada managing to successfully defeat the Mad Mute Mummy of the Monster Union, King Akira, to bring the belt back to the league out of the hands of the Monster Union. And you gotta know that Don Callis is thinking, if any of my wrestlers can beat this Canadian, then we can get ourselves into the title picture for the Grand Championship. That's a possibility. Swing and a miss with the drop kick. Catch of the forearm. In control. Now, of course, Kid Canada is going to have a special hatred for Don Callis. Don Callis, a terrible representation of what it means to be Canadian. Absolutely horrible. I hear that Don Callis has been kicked out of multiple Tim Hortons. I hear that Don Callis doesn't like Terry Fox. And I hear that Don Callis has never said sorry in his life. He is a terrible Canadian. Now, I thought there was going to be a tag there. This is an interesting combination on the AWL side of things. Exploder suplex. We've got two tag team experts, two former multi-time AWL World Tag Team Champions. However, Fujii Takuma, Kid Canada, never wrestled before. They're not a registered tag team. You saw those NR marks on the match card a few minutes ago. That means non-registered, so neither of these teams are capable of winning a point in the tag team standings. They just haven't done the paperwork because these are kind of impromptu teams, and Don Callis has no idea what the hell he's doing. Hassan, not a champion. He is contracted to our Canadian branch, AWL Strong and Free, but he is here with Kid Canada as an exercise of the manager rule. Floating champions, that's the men's and women's singles and tag champions, are allowed to bring one member of their tag team stable or faction with them when they cross brands. As a manager, one, Hechicero able to kick out before even two. And a great float over escape of the body slam. Right hand going for a, nasty looking Tiger suplex. Oh, look at that. Wrenching on the bicep, using the ring as a weapon. Exactly what we would expect out of the Don Callis family. Thought he was going to go maybe for a dragon screw there. Instead, twists it around, takes the opponent down first. Hechicero so creative. You cannot let this man get on any of your limbs, especially your legs. Goes for his own sort of diagonal version of a figure four leg lock. Interesting body positioning there. Broken up by Fujii Takuma, and Takuma gets a punch to the mush and a nasty looking discus clothesline. And the official having to deal with something on the other side. I think Don Callis getting into some shenanigans here. Dropped out. Wait a minute, Hechicero, a clone, being thrown into the ring. What's going on here? One, we got to keep our eyes on the action. Deep 2 count. Hechicero unable to get the job done against the AWL Grand Champion. Watch Fujii Takuma on the outside. Back elbow. Oh, what is... Oh, this is not going to be good. 100% Canadian satisfaction guaranteed. The partner watching on, but there is a breakup by the clone. And where the hell is Fujii Takuma? And now Callis, acting as a bit of a distraction here. Hechicero is up. Back elbow, that's perfect. Cross body block. Now wait a minute, what's going on the outside here? Can we move the camera? Oh! And I think Clone and Fujii Takuma getting involved. Our cameras are programmed to keep their eyes on the legal action. And Clone getting thrown into the ring against his will. Maybe trying to get a 5-count count out here. I don't know, a 5-count disqualification. Kick to the midsection. We're looking for a Canadian Destroyer! John Callis is apoplectic. Accusations of cheating. But wait a minute! John Callis! John Callis gets planted by Fujii Takuma! That's what this whole match was about! These two are not a tag team, but Callis gets absolutely planted! Figure 4 leg lock! But I don't care! John Callis, please tell me we saved that footage. I want to play that. I want to play that on loop as I go to bed each night. Ha ha! And finally, after getting a pound of flesh out of the Canadian weasel, Don Callis, Fujii Takuma returns to the tag zone. And Callis back up to his feet. Hey, can you get the Japanese announce table to tell me what he's saying? Oh, he's screaming about a lawsuit. How lovely. Are we sure he's Canadian? Because he's sounding really American right now, and I do mean that as an insult. Elbow strike by Hechicero. The tag has been made. And what the hell? Nobody there! Feline agility getting the former Tiger the Dark out of the ring. Tag made to Clone. I'm not sure if Fujii realizes who he's supposed to be fighting here. He's not supposed to be fighting Don Callis. He's already done that. Problem. German suplex. Unable to hold for the bridge. Wait, catch! He got caught! 1, 2... If the referee had been a half a second faster with that count, this match would be over in favor of the Animated Wrestling League. Irish whip, off of the far ropes, drop down. Wait a minute. Clone going after Hassan on the outside. Keith Canada having to go save his tag team partner, who's not even in the match. Is Pandemonium gone wild? Maybe looking for Darkness Driver 2. Not going to get it right now. Clone tries to fly. Doesn't get off the ground. Snap and super kick. Hechicero in trouble. You will believe a tiger can fly. High cross frog splash. High fry fro. And a big old splash. Callis. And wait a minute, cover here. Ref, get back. Hana-san, hayaku, mite. Shai mite. Oh, finally, 1, 2, 3. It might as well have been a 10 count. Fujii Takuma picking up the win for the Animated Wrestling League.
Here are your winners, Fujii Takuma and His Canada.
That means that the Animated Wrestling League is currently 2-0 against the Don Callis family. Well, we have been waiting for 2 months now for the return of Black Tiger Queen. Is she actually in the building? I don't trust that graphic right now.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is, hopefully, the return of the Queen. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the Unified School of the Tiger Style, accompanied by the 2025 Nazi Daika Yunshosha Spring Tiger. They are the tag team combination of Tiger Balls 2 and the reigning Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion Tiger Balls 3. Together they are 2/3 of the reigning Kings of Trios, the Golden Tigers.
And apparently Spring Tiger would like to say something. Ha! Well, I can understand that sentiment. Ever since getting pinned for the first time ever by Spring Tiger on her way to winning that Natsu Taikai Yushosha Championship belt, we have not seen the Black Tiger Queen. She has never taken losing well, having the tag team partner that cost her first official loss, executed Tiger's execution on the Black Tigress for that, and of course blaming everybody but herself. And there she is!
And their opponents, introducing first, making his way to the ring from the Black Tiger Dojo, accompanied by Black Tiger Queen!
Somewhat unbelievably,
he is the 2025 Shogatsu Taikai Yushosha Giant Tiger!
Giant Tiger! Oh my goodness. A monster, the executioner of the Black Tiger Dojo. Won that New Year's Championship back in January. He will hold that 2025 victory belt, proof of victory, Yushosha. And he will have that until January, where we will have our next New Year's tournament. Under the new paradigm, the summer and New Year's tournaments will be gender split. The King of Trios tournament, which we are taking over, especially since Power Pro Lucha has established their Triple Tech Trials as their Trios tournaments. We're going to keep the King of Trios format, and that will be intergender going forward. But right now, the Commissioner has made it clear, if Black Tiger Queen does not appear at Champions Week to defend the AWL Joshi Championship against Spring Tiger, she will be automatically stripped of the championship. The longest, and I'll talk about that in a second. We go back to the ring.
And his tag team partner also making his way to the ring from the Black Tiger Dojo, Black Tiger Justice.
Black Tiger Justice is... I just don't want to talk about him. He's an asshole. He's a traitor. Black Tiger Queen, if she does not defend the title, she will be stripped, and the most successful reign in the history of that belt will come to an ignoble end. 15 title defenses, blowing the previous record out of the effing water. Not to mention, chronologically, the longest championship reign of, I think, of all time in any division, but certainly in the Joshi division. As I take a look at the records right now, Black Tiger Queen won at AWL Hontai, episode 437. We are now coming up on episode 490, will be the next and possibly 16th title defense for the 21st AWL Joshi Champion Black Tiger Queen. She has held that title. I need to do the calculations on that. How long ago was that? Okay, if my calculations are correct, Black Tiger Queen has been the Joshi Champion 524 days. May the 20th, 2024. Year and a half plus. And hopefully that will come to an end at Champions Week in 2 weeks' time. Bang the gong, the match is on. It's a classic feud of all time, the Golden Tigers versus the Black Tigers. There's a chance for the Unified School of the Tiger Style to come out of Champions Week with the Intercontinental Championship retained, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship acquired, the Joshi Championship acquired. They could be one of the most powerful factions in the Animated Wrestling League, in the wrestling world today? We don't know. But the Black Tigers could retain. Right now, 613 days is the record for longest title reign of all time of any championship past or present. That goes to Majiku and the old light heavyweight championship that was unified into the grand championship many years ago now. And with another couple of weeks until Champions Week, that's going to get, by the end of the season, that would certainly get Black Tiger Queen to that 600-day mark. And of course, that's when the Joshi Championship will be unified. And from the roll-up, he's got it! He got the leg, got the arms, Nelson, the feet are across the shoulders. And just barely. Now remember, Black Tiger Justice, a former student of Tiger Mask 2. And he's about to, oh no, goes for a power bomb. I thought he was going to go for that destroyer. No, he wants the power bomb on the steel superstructure of that 20 by 20 foot ring. 20 count in effect on the outside, of course. Now going back in, yep, that's going to, if Black Tiger Justice leaves the ring, oh, come on. You treacherous little bastard. Sorry, I have been so sick of Black Tiger Justice for a while now. At least he's not a double champion. At least he's not the grand champion and half of the world tag team champions anymore. It wasn't that long ago that the Black Tiger Dojo controlled every single championship belt in the company. They held all 6 of our championships, and actually 8 if you conclude the 2 tournament victory belts. Rolling over as the former, no, okay, referee's not, how is the referee counting that? I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm glad Black Tiger Justice kicked out, because that was not a legitimate pinfall. 15 minutes on the clock in this non-title tag standard rules tag team match. We've got about 12 of those minutes remaining. The former Tiger brothers, who hold a record for the most title defenses of the World Tag Team titles in a single reign at 10. And now we're seeing a tag Kogeki between the Black Tigers. Black Tiger Queen doesn't look like she's missed a step. She looks as dangerous as ever. As Giant Tiger yeeting his opponent across the ring, a former AWL World Tag Team Champion. Good God! That was attempted murder. Thank goodness Tiger Mask 3, the next generation of the Golden Tiger legacy, getting sandwiched right now, but no, a great reversal, rolls him up. And we have here, opportunity knocks, the Tiger's Maul. Will the jaws clamp across the throat? Yes, they will. But almost immediately broken out of, and a cheap shot breakup, maybe a bit of a miscommunication there. And now just yelling at the referee. There was a tag made on the golden side of things. Kick away as Tiger Mask 2, Season 0, original of the Animated Wrestling League, back when he was Tiger Jr. Oh, huge! Moonsault press does not connect. The moonsault, a long cornerstone of the Tiger style. Leapfrog, double leapfrog over a giant, hits that kitchen sink knee strike. 1. The referee a little bit slow on that. I gotta say that was a slow count. Maybe intimidated by the Giant Tiger. I don't entirely blame her. The kick is caught. Clothesline, a lariat. A crushing lariat. Of course, the difference. Clothesline, the arm stays still. Lariat, the arm moves through the body, through the head, taking your head off of your shoulders.
Open taker, 5 minutes up.
No. This is a bad idea. Very bad idea. And it is. He doesn't hit anything. That shot from Tiger Mask 2 causing Giant Tiger to lose his balance. Tag Kogeki opportunity. They're going to get it. All right. Double Irish whip. Into the double big back body drop. It takes 2 Golden Tigers to get the Giant up and over. For a maneuver like that, Tiger Mask 3, he's thinking good old-fashioned Tiger Suplex Hold Off. 1, 2, where's Justice? Well, no justice there as the Golden Tiger is unable to pick up the victory. But he's got that Tokon, he's got that fighting spirit. He is going to push forward. Tornillo into the arm drag. That's the strong lucha, that's the lucha res, however you want to call it. Collar and elbow again. And doing an excellent job keeping things on their side of the ring are the Golden Tigers. With a right hand right to the solar plexus. Oh, nasty, hidden uppercut. As they always say, rolls through. It's a shot you don't see coming that knocks you out. I don't think, no. Giant Tiger not knocked out yet. Rolls through, into the cover. 1, no, only 1. 1 and only. Oh, here we go, looking to build that Paradise Lock. That sort of self-sealing stem bolt of a hold. And big boot, the Black Tigers have never been this weak in both numbers and championships. 1, 2, 3, and they can't even beat the Golden Tigers. That's not even the main tag team of the Unified School. Love it.
Your winner, the Golden Tigers.
A massive victory, but we now know the Queen is back in the Animated Wrestling League. Champions Week. Spring Tiger gets to bring this war finally to an end. Speaking of war, the modern-day warrior, the modern-day Amazon, Athena Jane, ready to challenge for the Joshi Tag Team Championship. Nobody wanted to team with this woman, and for understandable reasons. But as a result, she has found one of our trainees literally kidnapped from the backstage area. She was on, essentially, ring girl duty, or young girl, ring boy, whatever you want to call them, young boy duty. A few weeks ago on AWL Hontai, and Athena Jane, incensed that the AWL commissioner would not let her enter the tag team division on her own, basically said, okay, yeah, you look like you've got boobs, let's go. Kidnapped this girl, brought her out, and you know what? It's worked. Athena Jane has given this trainee something no other still masked trainee has ever had. A win. A win in the tag team division, a win on her AWL record, an AWL record in the first place. However, we've seen that Athena's coaching comes with a physical toll in the case of failure. They are the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. We have got 3, including tonight, 3 tag team championship defenses for the Joshi division. And that means we're going to have to basically spam these over the next few shows. The Conglomeration, they are the tag team champions of the women's division, and they are the only active challengers in the Danshi division. We're going to have a team from the Conglomeration, I believe it's set to be Ishii Tomohiro and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy versus the Cyberhawks for the World Tag Team titles. That's going to happen, I think, coming up on our next episode of Strong and Free. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you are subscribed as we're listening to Conglomeration Road, the new theme song in All Elite Wrestling for the Conglomeration. Very 90s-tastic. I kind of like it. Sounds like the theme song of a sitcom I never watched. which admittedly doesn't narrow it down very much. I didn't watch a lot of sitcoms in the 90s. And certainly not in the 2000s. The red leather of the Joshi division on the line tonight. We now go to ringside for the official introduction. Please take it away. It is packed out tonight, sold out, no vacancy in the arena.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall, one submission or a knockout to decide the winner for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challenger. They are the #1 ranked in the AWL Best 4, the modern-day Amazon, Athena, Jade, and Trainee. And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions. Tonight, making their second title defense, accompanied by Mark Briscoe. The tag team combination of Dragoness and Willow Nightingale. Together they represent the Conglomeration. This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, the AWL official, Hana Babaganoush, in charge. "30 minutes on the clock, one fall to a finish. We're going with the Haas match to begin. Bang the gong, the match is on and goes right through Willow Nightingale. Does the modern-day Amazon, Athena Jane, straight out of Themyscira and straight through the babe with the power. This will be the only chance Athena Jane has to get her hands on the Joshi Tag Team Championship before it is unified in 2 weeks' time to become our new undisputed AWL Tag Team Championship of the world. Irish whip, reversal. Now we know the strategy on Athena Jane's side. Trainee, you are going to stand there. You are going to do as little as possible. You will come in and stall if I need a breath. But other than that, you shut up, you watch, maybe you learn, maybe you don't. Athena Jane does not actually give a damn. And even Willow Nightingale finding the modern-day Amazon a difficult opponent. Taking a look at our Canadian win-loss record, because that's where these two champions essentially live. Dragoness, who is now legal, 68 wins, 53 losses in the Joshi division. Ratio of plus 15. Willow Nightingale, who's now back on the corner, 18 and 26, ratio of minus 8. But an impressive pedigree in the tag team division. She has held those tag team championships 3 times with 3 different partners. Very impressive, in my opinion. Solo Darling, the ephemeral queen, oh dear, Edith Surreal, and now with the AWL original, the daughter of the dragon, the Dragoness. Oh, wait a minute, the trainee getting a little out of her station there. Roll through by Dragoness. Taking a look over here. Here in Japan, Athena Jane. We've got 2 day 1 veterans of the Joshi division right now. Athena Jane, 49 and 48 in her AWL career. 93 matches, tonight her 94th. Ratio of +1. She was the final Divas champion of the Global Wrestling Monopoly promotion before they folded. AWL Commissioner was impressed enough by her to give her a contract for his nascent Joshi division. Got a 1 count there, and only a 1 count. These 2 women, alongside Akira Marune and Usa-chan, were part of that original 4-way match at the Golden War a few years ago, several years ago now, that crowned the first ever AWL Joshi champion. Bridging package pile driver sends Athena Jane crumpling
to the outside, and Dragon is not usually into that kind of power move, but she is an all-rounder. She was trained very well by her father, the original AWL Dragon, our first ever AWL champion. Before it was a Grand Championship, before it was a Heavyweight Championship, before it was a World Championship, it was the AWL title, and it was held first and foremost by the original Dragon, now a trainee at our dojo. Springboard, twisting in mid-air, 180 splash off of the springboard, and a drop kick, goddamn, right to the side of the head. This is for the Tag Team Championship, and where the hell is Willow Nightingale? Looking for the cutter. She likes to transition to the Dragoness Sleeper. The trainee, well, not doing exactly what she was supposed to do, but doing something I think very smart, coming in and breaking up that submission. But you gotta get out. Oh God. If the trainee gets herself disqualified, that would be bad news. Perfect flex. Into the cover. 1, 2, and a perfect victory for the Conglomeration.
Your winner, and still undoubtedly Joshi Tag Team Champion, the Conglomeration.
Well, they still have to face Usa-chan and Giselle Shaw, as well as the Timeless Love Bombs, the former Love Storm, Tony Storm and Shirakawa Mina. That's all to come in the next 2 weeks before Champions Week. But that's going to do it to us for tonight. Next week, our final show before the Supercard. We'll see you then. Korede, Imarida.